There are two kinds of painter. One is, conventional painter who paints the convention says, that way. And the other painters are they paint from intuition. And Afzal was the second type of a painter. Without intuition, he can't paint this kind of works. I am Akhilesh, a painter from Bhopal, and this exhibition of Afzal Pathan, a very senior artist from Devas, he was senior to us, and when we were students we used to go to his place in Devas from Indore to see his works, because he was the most attractive person, and he was the kind of work he was doing which was unimaginable, beyond our thinking. We were all students and we could not think of these kind of abstraction in painting. So out of curiosity, we used to go every week, and when Raza Foundation asked me to do a show, so I chose Afzal because I liked his work very much, and to choose his works I have to go through at least more than 5,000 works, and there are different kind of works which he was doing throughout his life. There were landscapes, portraits, compositions, subjective paintings and everything, and I found his mastery of painting in abstract painting. So I selected these 32 works for this exhibition. And you can see and you can feel the kind of freedom he has taken from the form, the line, the color, which is unbelievable. There are two kinds of painter. One is conventional painter who paints the convention says that way, and the other painters are they paint from intuition. And Afzal was the second type of a painter. Without intuition, he can't paint this kind of works, which is a very, very uniquely, approached work. And you can see the variety of richness of his color palette, and he has no taboo for any particular color. So this is the, quality of Afzal we find in his work. He was living in Devas, which is a small town near Indore, and not many facilities were there. So he was not interested in showing his work. So he never had one-man shows in his life. I think hardly he had 3 one-man shows. One in Mumbai, one of the gallery did, and 2 in Devas itself. In Devas, where there was no gallery, proper gallery, or even a single hall with the proper lighting, etc. So he did 2 shows in Devas, and in one of the shows, Ram Kumar and Swaminathan, the most famous painter of our country, they visited. That is also a big surprise, that how come they knew. And that time Swaminathan was very much impressed, highly impressed with his work, and he used to say that he is a unique painter in Madhya Pradesh. So that way, if you go through his work, you will find this uniqueness, this pictoriality in his work, and the kind of approach he has with full of freedom. That is also a dream of any painter and every painter also.